There you see him, Gabe Kapler, manager of the Phillies, and he says hello. Skip, good to have you aboard. How are you today, okay?
Glad to be here, feeling great. Thank you.
Good to have you with us on a good weekend. Good bounce back. Brewers did a nice job. I read the quotes on Thursday. They'd outplayed you every shape, way, or form this series, and they came right back and beat a Rocky team that really had a good series up in Fenway, played well, and he beat them 3 straight. Good bounce back by your ball club over the weekend. Let's start there. Go ahead.
Yeah, high-quality performance the last couple of days. As you mentioned, the previous series didn't go the way we expected it to go, and we didn't perform the way we need to beat the best clubs in the National League, and bounced back and had a nice series against the Rockies.
You sure did. All right, Harper, he's a little streaky, and he plays every day. Be honest, what's the biggest thing you've had to deal with? Well, what's the one thing about Harper that has somewhat surprised you, good or bad, managing him this first 40 games of his career in Philadelphia? Let me hear.
It's honestly been all good. The work between games has been incredible. He's very similar to the way Aaron Nola works in between his starts. He's prepared. He's constantly thinking about the opposition, getting himself ready to have big at-bats for us. And all of that work paid off in the last couple of games for Bryce. He swung the bat very well.
And he seems to understand the booing aspect. They boo in Philadelphia, just the boo. They want it's almost a badge of honor. He seems to have run with that pretty well. That doesn't seem to bother him too much, Gabe. He hasn't pressed because at times they give him a hard time, correct?
Yeah, Bryce has said all the right things in that regard, and he's really accepted responsibility. Look, we all know that if we don't want to be booed, we should play better. It's our responsibility to put a good product on the field. It's our responsibility to meet the highest expectations. And when the fans and the city of Philadelphia raise the bar high for us, it's our responsibility to step up and meet that bar.
You have to do it. All right, Nola, a little better last start, 12 strikeouts in 6 innings. DeGrom struggled a little bit here at the beginning of the year, too. So is Scherzer, 3 of the top guys last year. A little hangover from 2018. Nola maybe bouncing back. Give me a little rundown on him. First quarter of the season, what do you see?
Well, certainly no hangover for Aaron. It's not in his makeup. He's the type of guy that between starts is going to do everything the right way, get himself ready to perform on the mound. Early in the season, his curveball just wasn't there for him. His best command wasn't there for him. And as of late, he's really started to execute with his fastballs, both sides of the plate. And the curveball is making that sharp left turn. When that's happening, he's missing more bats. The changeup is starting to get more consistent as well. And we never had doubts about Aaron Nola. He didn't have any doubts about himself. And we're excited that it's really started to come around and come together for him recently.
All right, now Arrieta, we know he's a seasoned pro. He goes tonight against the Cubs. They'll be jacked up for that. He's a seasoned pro. Not so good last couple starts. What's up with it? What happened here in these last 2, Gabe? What can you tell me about Arrieta right now? Go ahead.
I'll start by talking about his last bullpen session, which was excellent. I watched about specifically the last 10 pitches. He really started to relax and allow his natural athleticism to take over. And I think he recognizes that a lower effort level for him, kind of a more relaxed effort level, will help him be the most explosive person that he can possibly be, most explosive pitcher he could be, the most athletic version of himself, and we expect that to show up in Chicago.
Very fair. Good answer there. All right, offensively, you got JT, you got Realmuto, and obviously Hoskins. Let's do Realmuto. He played, listen, he puts a lot of pressure on himself, but he's a throwback. Give me your thoughts on him behind the plate. What do you see?
Behind the plate, he's been sensational. Obviously, he's thrown runners out at a high clip. He's also blocked and received very well. He's an absolute pro. His teammates love him. Came up with a big 2-run home run pinch hit for us yesterday. Wants to play every day. Like if he had it his way, he would never get a day off. And we respect that level of intensity. We expect the preparation. He's a guy that everybody in the clubhouse adores.
All right, how about Robertson? He's been out. I know you went to the reliever there, gave him 2 innings the other day. How about Robertson? You need him. He's going to be out for an extended period. What's his status right now? What can you tell me?
Well, good point in the way the rest of the bullpen has stepped up in David Robertson's absence, in Tommy Hunter's absence, both guys who we were depending on to take down huge innings for us, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, it doesn't matter. And we had Hector Neris, as you referenced, step up and take down 2 innings for us. Big 2-inning save. We have guys capable of shouldering the workload while David Robertson is on the mend and while Tommy Hunter is working his way back. When those guys come back, we'll have an even fuller pen. But at this point, our guys are really stepping up and taking care of business.
Gabe, I love that series in St. Louis. Phillies don't play well there, and you won 2 out of 3, which I thought was very significant. And now you got a tough road trip. Cubs, as you know, played very well. And then to Milwaukee for the weekend, but you did a nice job on your last one. Give me some thoughts on going through the Midwest here, these next 7 games. Go ahead.
I'll start by saying we can't give away outs on the bases. We have to execute on the fundamentals. We have to make the routine plays. We don't have to do anything spectacular. But if we don't issue free passes and we don't give away any outs, we'll be fine in these series. We do have to execute the fundamentals.
Well done, Gabe. Thanks for a couple minutes. We'll keep in touch. Thanks again to Ballpark Camp today. Very much.
Appreciate it. Thank you.